Pandas. Pandas. Pandas, 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 pandas. I got broads and land. I just don't lean a panda. Pandas, welcome to the stream. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Bill 7 reminding us what's good. Scap that like button. Bonthor, good morning. AOD Games, good morning. Backlight Gypsy, good morning. Hugh, good morning. Donald. Tortos, welcome guys. Welcome. Good morning, everyone. Yesterday, how wild was that? How wild was yesterday? Hope you're ready for an amazing stream today. I sure am ready. That was wild. I mean, look at this. I think the market has finally decided which direction it wants to go. I think it finally decided. It took a long time, but it finally decided where it wants to go. Mawashi, good morning. Thomas Masters, good morning. Bonthor, good morning. Welcome, guys. Two leggies. This is just amazing. And what did I say, pandas? What did I tell you guys? What did I say? The news trade. I mean, if you traded one single trade at news, you could have passed pretty much any single eval. I believe you could pass any eval except maybe a 300k, because I think you need a 12-point move for a 300k. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just shy. You might not be able to pass a 300k account, but all the other accounts you could pretty much have passed. Definitely the 50k account. And that's it. Toto says, guess what? I believe there's good news on your end. You pass? Did you pass? Did you pass your first eval ever? Pat 1, good morning. I'm not sure if I've seen this name before. Pat 1, who are thou? Turtles, my first eval ever. Let's go, baby. Hey, give Turtle some love, peoples. I mean, he's been at it for a while. Bonthor, I'm 200 away from passing. Nice. That's just like 2 scalps. Hosman says, Pandas, I have 2 big news for you. 1, the Panda news strat works perfectly. Yesterday, got my 150k eval. Let's go, baby. 2, got my payout on my Wise account. Apex is the best. Let's go, baby. Hansman, hey, everyone show some love to Hansman here. Man, you guys are just killing it. You guys are killing it. I mean, there is nothing better than hearing good news from the Pandas. I mean, just hearing you guys make money, hearing you guys withdrawing money, hearing you guys passing your evals, getting funded, being in a place you've never been before, in a situation you've never been before, opportunity you've never had before. And I'm glad I got to be a part of that. I am very glad I got to be just a little part of that journey to making your lives a little bit better. Everyone is on that road to financial freedom. That's our journey. Trotos, did you build up your days? Like, do you already have the PA account, or did you have to? You have a couple more days to trade on it. It's such good news. It's just such good news. I had that one for 2 months. All right, all right. Congratulations. And that's why I really. That's one of the best things about Apex is still just like the fact that they have virtually no rules, especially when it comes to evals. They have no rules. Legitimately, the only rule is just don't hit the threshold. You either hit the target or the threshold. And it's nice, and I think you should take advantage of it while it lasts. I don't know how much longer they're gonna let that happen for, but hey, the PA accounts they don't allow you to trade news. At least they have some sort of detection for that. But ultimately. Not only is Apex has the best products, but the best prices as well. So I mean, Apex is just the king. Market just open, pandas. Let's get that bamboo. And good news, pandas. Today is the last day. Is the 7th day. So tomorrow, we will get those funded accounts. We will get those funded accounts. Kyle Ubers, welcome. Mike Rich, good morning. Kellyanne in the house, welcome guys. D1, welcome. AOD Games, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Lou the writer, welcome. Thanks for joining everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to the best stream, the best community on YouTube verified. We got this little channel going up here. Absolutely incredible move. Look at the daily chart. As I mentioned, once I saw this bear bar after this bull bar, right? Bull bar with no follow through, but instead just a bear bar. Bulls were trapped here. And so when this bear bar happened, I felt like we had a good chance coming to the bottom of the trading range on the daily chart. And with this bar here, made it a little tricky, but ultimately it just reversed and crashed out and just continued the downtrend. So we end up hitting the bottom of the trading range on the trading range indicator on the daily chart. And that's what I was expecting essentially. Now, not hopefully, but I'm expecting a new low essentially here being crazy. I mean, we're like 5 points away from making a new low at the low of the day. 5 minute, just so many gaps. Gap here, and there's another gap here where this blue line is. I mean, it's kind of far back, but basically another gap at this blue line. There's so many gaps above on the 5 minute chart. It's just very surprising that all these gaps are there. Two leg a pullback here. Actually, got a second entry long. It's a decent setup actually, coming off pretty much a 20 EMA, but that does trap you, and you do lose that trade. Good thing I was actually looking at the charts. I might have taken that trade. You got like 20 EMA. You also got the trend line. Hustler Island says, I am doing Al Brooks' 100-hour video course. Should I read Al Brooks after completing the course? I don't think you need to read it, honestly. You can read it maybe for reference, but really the videos are supreme. Anyone else interested in Al Brooks, I do have an affiliate link in the description. I do get a little kickback, at like $5 from that, so appreciate if you use it, but it's really there for your reference and just for me to show my support to Al Brooks, because he's the realist. He's the realist when it comes to trading. He's no frills, tells you everything how it is, and basically the only way to really understand the market is through price action. And he's really honest. He's like, if you want to do this, you got to put a lot of work and effort into it. Just imagine like Major League Baseball. Like if you're going to hit home runs, imagine the amount of hours you have to put in to make it to the MLB. This is not the minor leagues. This is the major leagues. And if you want home runs, you got to be able to, you got to put the hours in. You got to put the work in. One second, Panis.
10,000 tick trap. $10,000 tick trap.
All right, second entry short triggering on the 10,000 tick chart.
$10,000 tick trap.
Donald Smith does remind us there is news at 10 today. Unemployment claims. It may. Oh, there's no news. Sorry, news already happened. There's news tomorrow. Flash manufacturing PMI. Flash services PMI. There was news at 8:30. Let me see if that actually moved the markets. I didn't realize. It did move the markets a little bit, it looked like. But not really that big. Turtle toes. I wish I had money. I would do that 4 more times. Yeah, I would say get to your first payout. Get to your first payout, right? Which is $500. And once you have $500 in the bank, everything's house money. You're playing with house money. It's good. You got to get to that first payout. A little bit confused here with the price action. I just see this downtrend right now.
$10,000 tick trap.
Coming off our trend line here. No setup though. 43.99 is the low, this pivot low. Oh, 43.99.25. Second entry short. I don't like these wicks here. I don't like the price action either. It's a second entry short, but terrible signal bar. Plus the wicks. Look at these wicks here. It looks like it wants to bounce off of this area. I'm just marking the two levels here. This is the overnight low, Globex session low, and this is the pivot low on the daily chart. This pivot low on the daily chart, and we're most likely gonna break this low. Most likely make a new low. It's a major pivot. I just don't like the setup. This is a terrible signal bar. It's I mean, it's kind of coming off our trend line, which is nice, but I don't like the wicks here underneath. I don't like, or the tails underneath. I don't like the signal bar. I just don't like the price action in general. I don't like it when the second entry short triggers near the pivot, basically near this pivot, because it acts as a natural support, just as it's doing right now. You know, this is why it's hard to go short when you see when you're this close to the pivot low. See, this is, you get busted, right? You just lost that trade if you went short here. It's just the price action was not good for that. You need at least some room to the pivot lows. And look at the pivot lows, right? Look at these pivots. Like, they're all wicks. These large
10,000
wicks.
tick trap.
Jeez, all right, push down. The price action is wild right now. I don't know what's happening. Most likely we'll hit this bottom blue line here. Most likely. I just don't know how, though. I do not know how. Vegas region. Any big mamas? Yes, there was a big mama yesterday. It was successful. Very successful. It's just in this trading range. I'm sitting my paws here, pandas. I don't know what to do here, to be honest.
10,000 tick trap.
Huh. Doesn't make sense, pandas. This trade doesn't make sense, but I'm going to do it anyways. We're obviously in a trading range. I should be going long. Thoughts and prayers. Why did I even go short here? The only way I could trade is with a true breakout trade here, because it's in a tight trading range. I'm basically trading the breakout here, and I'm hoping it breaks down for small risk for big reward. Look, I'm trying to make a new low here with this breakout here. It's very hard to time breakouts, like true breakouts. It's very hard to time, in my opinion. And I don't think I timed this right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't time this right. Some more price action probably needs to happen. Some more nonsense for a couple more hours. I don't feel good about it, pandas. I want to see how this candle closes. Okay. Closes with a wick. Oof. It's a good risk reward, whatever. I'll try. I'll chance it. It's a good risk reward, pandas. It's a second entry short. I'm only doing this for the risk reward. Oh man, this is not looking good. Whew. Alright, good bear bar. Reverses immediately though. I should have respected the trading range. I can still do it. I can still skunk this. Yeah. Yeah. No. Ha. What? No. Oh, I'm dead. I'm feeling the heat. I'm for sure feeling the heat right now. Whew. 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 Okay, I'm out break even. I don't even care. Too much heat. Too much heat. It's so hard to time breakouts, pandas. It's so hard to time true breakouts. It really is. I'm just out break even, pandas. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's too much heat. Too scary. It's too scary. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Jeez. What am I thinking? I'm just gonna sit on my pause here, pandas. This is not it. I have a clear premise of making a new low here, but I just don't know. It's hard to time. It's very hard to time. What can I say? Wow. Okay, it's pushing down now. Jeez. You gotta have some serious cojones. Some serious Red Bull Diamond cojones to be able to handle that. Jeez, I can't. I don't have the cojones. I don't drink Red Bull. I only drink Monster. I need to drink more Red Bull. I need to drink Prime. I need like a drink. I need a sponsorship from a drink, huh? Sports drink. There it goes. There it goes. Goes without me. It's all good, pandas. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's hard to time those breakouts. Jeez. Why? Look at this bull bar. Why? Why? It's all good. It's all good. All good, pandas. On to the next. On to the next. I think if anything, this just shows that today is a bit wild. It's just a bit wild. We do go break the Globex low with that move down. Look at the 10,000 tick chart. This is the thing that's confusing me the most. Look at how many overlapping bars there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 overlapping bars on a 10,000 tick. 5-minute chart as well. Pretty much overlapping bars. Huge gap above. Daily chart. We're trying to break this pivot low here. Tate says, such a smooth brain move. Should have stayed in like me. Get the bamboo. You gotta really... I don't know if you have a... I don't know if you don't have a smooth brain. You might have a smoother brain than me. But I'll tell you what. Your cojones are real wrinkly. You got some really wrinkly cojones. That's all I gotta say. Your cojones are mad wrinkly. Do I think they'll fill the gap? Hard to tell, but there's a possibility. Once we break this pivot low, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Once this low's broken, it becomes 50-50 there. You can almost just choose your side and figure out which way to go. Killian. Sounds a little gray in here today. There's nothing more masculine than a man talking about another man's cojones. There is nothing more masculine about that. Jeez, I could have stayed in the trade, huh? My cojones just weren't strong enough. They're too weak. Paper cojones. It's reaching my target, basically this blue line here. It looks like it's going to try to hit it. In what fashion, I do not know. And again, it's really hard to time those breakouts, but I could have been in it. I would still been safe in this trade because my stop loss was right here. It wouldn't have hit. Just tough. Just tough to time those breakouts. Am I gonna take huge mama? What should I call him? Big grandma? It's basically a weekly low. We're gonna be breaking the weekly low. It's like a big mama. But honestly, the weekly, it does provide a lot of support. So I actually don't do big mamas on the weekly. I would need like several hits through it. Basically, this is a weekly. This is a week. Actually, we broke the weekly. This is the weekly chart. Crushed the weekly. This is like a monthly big mama, to be honest. Jeez. This blue line's like a monthly big mama. I don't know. I feel like the higher the time frame, the harder it is for the smaller time frame just to smash through it. I could be wrong though. I could scalp. Maybe I could look for a scalp, but I feel more comfortable trading a setup through it instead of just straight up. Mainly because I haven't tested it. I haven't looked back. Like I've tested big mamas on daily charts. Just I haven't really tested it that much on the weekly chart. A little bit on weekly. The results are mixed. The monthly chart, big mamas are. I don't know. Never tested on the monthlies. It's trickling down to it though. I mean, if it works out, it's good. I'm just gonna keep it as a note for myself. Look, you know, do some research on monthly Big Mama, see if they are somewhat, you know, worth looking at. It touches off my blue line, pandas. I was curious to see what was going to happen if it breaks through it, but it hasn't broken through yet. It touches it perfectly. Woo! I'm curious. I'm really curious. Okay, it breaks through. Just stabs right through it. Pierces it. It's like a little needle. Is it strong enough to really smash through it, though? It's a question. Monthly Big Mama. Curious. Maybe monthly Big Mamas is like same idea. You just need a way bigger stop loss. You need like a 10-point stop loss, but you're looking for 5 points type situation. No? Home sales at 10. Honestly, the news, the market may go down, but I think price action has more to do with it than the news. I don't think the news is going to really affect it. I mean, the news really didn't do anything in terms of volatility, at least. Honestly, I only look at high impact news. If it's not high impact news, for me, it's not worth looking at. Now, I'm not saying that only high impact news impacts the market. There's sometimes like news that is not marked as high impact that actually I do see a little volatility. I'm like, whoa, like what happened? And I look back like, oh, there's some other weird news that came out. But really, it's the high impact news what you look for. Danny Boy Trader, negative 300 on my PA today, 50,000. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. At least you're green overall. That's good news. You know, you gotta look at the silver lining. I have no setups, pandas. The one trade that I wanted to take actually works out. I just got way too scared with this big bull bar. I was like, oh yeah, it scared me. I got out. And eventually it does work out exactly where I wanted to go. You know, one tick beneath the, you know, this, I had my core position and I was looking for a runner. But I don't know, pandas. What do I do? We have lower than expected unemployment, and manufacturing was really. So you're saying, Kelly, and because we have low unemployment, which means a lot of people have jobs, the market will go down. That might sound weird to a lot of you guys, but that actually makes a lot of sense. We're in an upside down world right now. We're basically in Stranger Things world with the market. 71% of you guys said no, you didn't do a make or break trade yesterday with news. You know, that's not for everybody. It's not for, it's this poll's not to make you feel guilty or make you feel dumb for not doing it. I'm just curious to see like who's interested in doing the make or break. And 22% of you guys said yes, and I bet you 22% of you guys had passed your evals. Maybe 21% minus Hugh, because it seems like he had some something glitchy happen. If you guys don't know what make or break trade is, basically yesterday there was news at 2 o'clock FOMC, And let's talk about the FOMC a little bit, because I think I find it very interesting. FOMC, this bear bar was created by news. And if you want to pass a 50K account, you need to move at least more than 6 points. So let's just say you enter short here, max contracts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, easily past the 50K account. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It goes about 11 points before there's a pullback. And I think you can basically pass any account other than a 300K account. 300K account, I think you need a 12-point move. Basically, it's the easiest way to pass your eval. You wait for news, trade, and then and pass it. That easy, pandas. And that's a make or break. And yesterday, I kept talking about how, like during stream, how the news was really big. It was FOMC plus the Fed funds rate, and there was a press conference, and so the news was really big. And so for me, I felt like at 2 o'clock was going to be a big enough move to pass your accounts, and lo and behold, it was, and it was nice. So I'm glad for those who did take it, the 20% of you guys who did try and were able to pass. For the rest of you guys, maybe next time if you guys are interested. But honestly, it's not for everybody. I get it. It's not for everybody. I get it. You know, some people have the philosophy of let's trade, let's just trade the eval legitimately, and that's fine. I think that's good if that's your goal. But for those whose goal is to get funded, that is the best and easiest way to get funded. Second entry short, but look at how many overlapping bars are, and look at this is where the monthly Big Mama is. It's bouncing off of it as support, really. If you see it, I think it's more support here. I feel like I cannot take it off the first attempt. It really is hard. I think the second attempt might be better, but the first attempt is very difficult to take because I feel like it's actually strong support. And for me to recognize this, I think, wow, look at this move up. All right, so Big Mama does not work on the monthly, pandas. Just take note of that. This is this is for your just for your archives, for your research and analysis. Just be careful on the monthly. In fact, it's almost worth marking the monthly highs and lows. Because of situations like this, where like maybe you didn't know that was a monthly low. The second attempt I may be more interested in. I don't know though. I don't know. GC Burke says low unemployment is inflationary because employers much compete for employees. Blacklight just says, boom, just passed my eval and over 7 days, made back the PA I lost. Let's go, baby. It's just as easy as that. Ishan Kumar says, just got funded for my first time ever after 3 months on Apex. Any tips? Keep doing what you're doing. If you got funded, then you're able to make that 3,000. Just do it again. GC Burke says weekly and monthly lows are where the institutions buy. I would believe that. I would believe that. They probably have levels there. They at least will take a stab at it in those areas for a nice swing trade. Like what we're seeing here. It's a nice bounce off that monthly. And like I mentioned, the moment we break this low, anything can happen. Like we can come back up and we can fill this gap on the 5-minute chart. We truly can do that. I wouldn't be surprised.
$10,000 tick trap.
FOMC yesterday. I can go over what I believe happened and just recap. For those who are not interested in economics at all, you might just want to mute it. But I'm gonna go over it just because I think a lot of us are interested in what's happening because the FOMC does affect our daily lives. There's no man more powerful right now than Jerome Powell in the world, I believe. He has the world economy. Basically, the U.S. economy is the world economy. affects everything. And when the interest rates go up, in the U.S. economy, it's going to affect the entire world. And so to have a man who has so much power, so much influence that it's scary, and it's good to know that, or that's why FOMC is interesting. The saying, absolute power absolutely corrupts, or something like that. Jerome Powell basically was talking about they paused interest rates. So interest rates did not go up. And they felt like that there was progress. And so they're going to just kind of keep it here. And they were just kind of like 50-50 in terms of raising it again. And so, this is probably the most in the air it has been. And so I'm not entirely sure. As long as unemployment keeps going up, which is kind of weird, right? They want unemployment to go up. That means what they're doing is going to work, because if less people work, then that means there's less money out there. And if there's less money out there, that means, less people are willing to pay the high prices to keep driving inflation up. And people are going to have to start tightening themselves, putting more money in their savings, right? Because interest rates are so high, people just want to save money now. And, and hopefully, in a sense, they're taking money out of the market and into their bank accounts, and that's what they want. That's what they want to see. So, what will they do next meeting? There's a November meeting, and November meeting, will they raise interest rates? It's a mixed bag. Jerome Powell, he said that they're going to raise interest rates one more time, and I guess November will be the time to do it. Unless they do it in December. But they just keep saying the key phrase is data dependent. That's the key phrase. They always just say it depends on the data. We only know as much as the data, and they make decisions based on data. The only problem with the data is that it's lagging, so they're not really looking towards to making any preemptive moves. So, I don't think Jerome Powell wants to be if they make a preemptive move and really cause harm to the economy because they're really serious of bringing inflation down, it's like, then in a sense, it's his fault. But if he says like, oh, we're data dependent, we're going to only do it depending on the data, then you can't really blame him. He won't be able to take the blame. So it's just like, it's a cop out in my opinion, but it is what it is. I appreciate it. I mean, I understand that they want a quote unquote soft landing, and so actually, you know what? That's a good question. Let me ask you guys: do you think the Fed is capable of creating a soft landing? I'm gonna put a poll up. The nice thing is about futures trading, it doesn't matter which way the economy goes. We just want volatility so we can scalp some bamboo out of the market. Look at this nice bounce off of the monthly low. Second entry long about to form. We got a spike in channel, small spike in channel here. Not only do you get to learn about how to trade, you get to learn some economy here. By the way, if you guys don't follow Grok Trades, highly recommend you follow him. Highly recommend. This guy, he has the cojones to actually choose a direction in the market. And it's not financial advice, but he actually, in his reviews, tells you this market is probably going to go down or up. And very rarely do you hear anyone with actual technical analysis tell you which way the market will go and be pretty accurate. So Grok Trades, I would highly recommend to watch his stuff. He puts a video out every weekend. And it might not be your style, but he's good. He's good. I mean, it seems oftentimes he really just says, let's just wait. But when something happens, when he sees kind of like a setup, he's very accurate. He actually called the top in 2021. He called the top and said this is going to be the high for a very long time and it won't come back here. He was very bold in saying that as well. Ooh. Failed trap trade. Second entry long, failed trap. It's a higher low set. Oh, I don't know. That might have been a bad setup. Oh, okay. I might have made a mistake. I just saw the failed trap. I got excited looking for that new high, right? Spiky channel, break a trend, break up the channel, looking for the new high in the channel. I just felt like, all right, okay, it could be a good trade. Looking for a new high still here. Looking for a new high. Grok trade. You know, he's actually funny because he's actually one of the very first finance YouTubers ever. He actually called, so in his latest video, I'll just post a video of him.
Fellow traders out there.
I'll post this video. You guys can follow the channel if you want. But this is the video he did over the weekend, and got the bamboo. Too focused here. Let's go, baby. And he actually called this move down. He said, we're most likely going to go down. He called that over the weekend, and he said this, basically there's big trouble happening, and it's most likely go down. And I think he might have a similar trend line as I do here, but you can feel free to follow him. I just posted a video of where he called it out. I could probably go back and find the video where he called the top in 2021 before the huge 20% fall in the S&P 500. He called the top, and if you look back, you can find that video. And he doesn't always pick a direction, but when he does, it's very accurate, I think. Turtle says, let's go. First trade on the PA made that bad. Let's go, baby. Congratulations. Turtles, only 26 more to go. Hey, it's a journey. It's a journey. What can I say? He's like a Dos Equis commercial. He doesn't always choose a side, but when he does, he's always right. Pandas, we're about to get this. We're about to get this runner here. It's looking nice. 5-point runner. I'll take it. Okay, we missed it by 1 tick. Trading is the easiest thing I've done in my entire life. Easy peasy. So easy. So easy. It's the easiest thing ever. Oh my goodness. I'm just kidding. But got some nice bamboo there. $566. Jason Simpson took the exact same trade. We are vibing. We are vibing, Jason Simpson. How's your dad doing? How's Homer doing? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The cringe is palpable. Getting a really strong push up. Like I mentioned, once we make that new low, once we break this, the 5-minute chart could fill this gap. It could actually fill this gap now. If we get 2 bull bars above the 20 MA, I wouldn't be surprised if it does. What a move. Quite a strong move up. Maybe came out a little premature here. Jesus, and I heard that a million times. Oh, you guys are very pessimistic about what the Fed can do. 63% of you guys say that the Fed's going to crash and burn the economy. He said O.J. Simpson has a son named Jason Simpson, and there were rumors that he was the one really offed Nicola and the other fella. Wow. I've never heard of that. I mean, if Jason Simpson's on this stream right now, he's not only killing people in the past, he's killing the trades right now too. He's killing the market. He's an absolute murderer in all senses of the word. Lee says, I don't think the Fed is going to lower rates, and I don't see how else they could crash the economy. Man, you kill someone when you're 8 years old? That's crazy. Can't believe that. 8-year-olds out just watching cartoons. You're going out killing, murdering people. Jeez. Slow down. Alright, what do we got here, pandas? I mean, this looks very strong. What can I say? It just looks very bullish, but no setups right now. Pandas, you look at the top left of your screen. We are past. Our evals have all passed, and we are ready to rock and roll tomorrow. These accounts will become funded. And we're going to have some fun, pandas. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some real fun. Life-changing money series, part 2. What can I say? What can I say?
$10,000 tick trap. $10,000 tick trap.
Backlight just says, I'm still pending on my payout request for this pay period. Do they usually take time after the payout window to accept or deny them? I'm still pending on my payout request. Yes, sometimes they do. They said don't reach out to them until actually if it's still pending, you should message them. I think it's past the payout period, right? Yeah, the withdrawal, I would say the biggest thing right now for Apex is their not the withdrawal method, but the withdrawal system that they have. the whole process of it is, sorry, the payment method, I don't care about what payment method they use. If they use, direct deposits or deal, whatever. The bigger issue, I think, in my mind, is how clunky it is to ask for a withdrawal. It's a very manual process. I mean, I don't know any other way to do it other than manual. If they really want to check your accounts, they need maybe better measures before that. But I feel like, that's probably the clunkiest thing about Apex. Their withdrawal process. It's clunky. I don't mind the frequency. It's about once. You can do 2 times a month, which is nice. Which is like, I don't think I'm gonna really withdraw much more than that. But it also is bit. It's just clunky when you start doing it. Whereas when does the discount end? Ends on the 27th, next Wednesday. Ends next Wednesday. Second entry long fails here. Failure this time. It's not a bad failure to take, in my opinion, because you basically got to break trend to new high. This is a very strong move up, though. I thought, we're just on a bold move, so wasn't really looking for a reversal here. Okay, trap triggers, and it's looking like it will scalp out here. We'll see. Outside bar reversal, I don't like that either. Bray says, awesome, I'll be getting one. Is there a point in buying more than one, or is that not allowed? There is a big point of getting more than one. And thanks for the softball pitch. I haven't talked about this in a while, but basically, I have 4 accounts. And there's a reason why I have 4 accounts, because the example I always use is with 4 accounts. I think 4 accounts is very feasible for people to get. And the reason why I have 4 accounts rather than just 1 account is because of the trade copier. Apex, it's the 8th wonder of the world. Seriously, 8th wonder of the world. Not only is trading Apex virtually risk-free, I say virtually because obviously there are fees you need to pay, but when it comes to trading, your own capital does not get touched. So that's why I say it's virtually, and it's so cheap that really it is virtually risk-free to trade with Apex. And if you have 4 accounts and you use a trade copier, by the way, if you want to use a trade copier, use a Replicanto. If you haven't decided which trade copier to use, in the links are in the description. But just, with simple math, you can figure out how much money you can really make. And with 4 accounts, if you can make $100 on 1 account at the end of the 1 year of trading, you can make 6 figures. You can make 6 figures. It's that easy. I mean, seriously, you can make 6 figures with just 4 accounts if you can make $100 on average per day. Now, is it easy to make $100 on average per day? No, that's not. I mean, that's basically becoming profitable. If you're a profitable trader, then that should be feasible. And I use $100 because I think it's a very feasible goal to make if you're a profitable trader. And also, I use 4 accounts because I think it's very feasible to obtain 4 accounts. The way the math works is essentially there's 250 trading days in a year. If you multiply that by 4, which is how many accounts you have, that equals 1,000. Then if you get 1,000 and multiply that by how much money you make on average per day, which is, let's say 100, you can make 100K with 1 trading year. And so this is why it's so, and not only that, your risk is spread out throughout your accounts. So instead of having 1 account, right, 300, let's say you have one 250K account. Is that better than 5 50K accounts? No, 5 50K accounts are better because your risk is spread out more, right? If you trade 1 contract across 5 50K accounts, that's way better than trading 1 or 5 contracts on 2 50K account, because the amount of risk, the risk is spread out throughout the 50K accounts. The risk is a lot better, the risk reward or the risk ratio. Right, per 1 contract, with 50K accounts, you get $2,500 of trailing threshold. With the 250K account, your per contract, let me see. How much is the trailing threshold on the 250K account? 250K account. Yeah, give me a sec. I forget. That's on the front page. That's right. 250K account. The trailing threshold is 6,500. So 6,500 divided by 5, right? For one contract, you have $1,300 of trailing threshold, right? Versus 2,500 with 550K accounts. I hope that makes sense. I know I just spat out a lot of numbers there, but it's basically life changing, right? The fact that you can have multiple accounts is life changing, in my opinion. Bray says, so if I get 5 at your discount, it's the same as buying 1 at full price, right? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Is it? Yeah, I guess. Sure. I mean, it's 80% off, so I guess that math works. So you're paying 20%. 20 times 5 is 100, so yeah. Plus, also the minimum you need to withdraw is better, I think, in the you basically need, actually the minimum withdrawal you need technically would be better on the 250K account, but you gotta be trading way more risky. Lou the writer says, I really want to have multiple accounts, but I have to at least pass my first evaluation to prove myself. I 100% agree. If you cannot pass even one eval, sorry, Pandas, the market is doing nothing. I have no setups here. So, and the trap works out here quite nicely. It's grindy. But basically, if you can't pass an eval, like normally, forget news trading. If you can't just pass an eval regularly, then you probably won't have much of a chance when it turns to P account. Just in all honesty. All honesty. Bobby, is he trying to pass that first eval? Good luck, guys. Good luck. Bobby C, absolutely right. Slow and steady, like Panda said. If I can't pass eval count, I have no business with P account. You are really wrinkly. Your brain must be real wrinkly. Bobby C has it right. We got a real wrinkle brain, rough brain here. Rough brainer. That's the opposite of top step traders who are all smooth brainers. This guy's too reasonable for YouTube. Get him out of here. Who said you can make that much sense, Bobby C? It's a breath of fresh air when you see so much reasonableness in a YouTube chat is just unheard of. It's amazing the type of people on YouTube. It's amazing the capability of how ridiculous YouTube people can be. It's just amazing. Astonishing. Some people. This market's dead, pandas. I'm sorry. Someone kick it. Someone kick it, please. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Second entry short. Do I like it? Spike, channel, break a trend to new low. I'm gonna have to skip it here. It's also bouncing off the Globex low. I don't know. I will say this though, if it tries to test Big Mama on the monthly, I will try to take it. Let's see how many points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. I'm surprised 36% of you guys think the Fed can have a soft landing. It's interesting. No, I mean, I'm kind of on the fence. I feel like people are saying this is the silent recession because like we are in a recession, but the media is just not talking about it. I don't know. Anecdotally, it does feel sort of like a recession, almost like stagflation. It's very difficult to, not live paycheck to paycheck for a lot of people, so that feels more recessionary than anything. I don't know. It's weird. Second entry short. Definitely skipping the second. I may take the failed second entry short here. I may be interested in this if we get it. Hey Panda, I know you don't watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but with all the smooth brain talk, you should watch season 6, episode 13. They talk about having a rock hard brain. Is that the opposite of smooth brain? A rock hard brain? I feel like I don't know. There are opposites. Kyler, was I decided to trade ES today instead of NQ? Yep, it's a lot less volatile, for sure. Look for a fail second entry short here. Just waiting for my setup. If I don't get a setup, I just skip it. There's no reason for me to rush this. Okay, it's going without me. Could not get in with my failed second entry short, which I would love to have had. That's what I called for, right? Basically, you got the spike channel. It broke the channel and made a new low. And looking for the reversal setup, but the reversal setup never happened. Instead, it just reversed on its own without a setup for us. It just launched without loading any passengers. Thanks. Jason Simpson got a nice little scalp there. Congrats. Big move up. It sucks when you have the premise right, but no setup for it. I mean, that's like the definition of FOMO. That's how FOMO kicks in. Pandas, I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited about tomorrow. I'm excited about tomorrow. Very excited. Why, you ask? Because we'll be fully funded with 4 accounts. For the stream at least. Okay, we're finally getting our trap trade here, but now we might be at a type of support here, or resistance. We got the trap trade here. The problem is the 240 SMA is right here, and also it's not really bouncing off a support. We need to bounce off a support here if we really want this. It looks like it's pushing up pretty strong though. It's very risky. It's an aggressive trade. Aggressive trade. Right, you're far away from 20 MA taking this. And in a sense, the move already happened, right? You got a large move here. So in the sense, like, the trap could have been basically triggered in this area instead here. But who knows? This could move up. This could really move up. It's just an aggressive trade. This trap is now reversing. You're probably sweating a little bit if you took this long. Just a little bit. Pan, are you going to do something special for 20k subs? 100% yes. Oh yeah. We're going to do something nice. We're going to have some giveaways. It's nice that your boy has a really good relationship with Apex, and so they hook it up. They hook it up when it comes to the giveaway, especially with these sub specials. The last one was great. The last time we did it, Pandas, was at 10,000 subs. Now we're at 20k subs, Pandas. Can you believe it? 20k subs. Can you believe it? We're already doubled up. A lot of you guys were probably there during the 10k subs. But now we're at 20k, and whew. Is it a face reveal at 20k? I said 100k subs, I'll face reveal. 100k subs. I need 100k. But hey, my achievements are your reward because we will get some nice giveaways. We're gonna do a lot of stuff. Panda, do you Gaim? I do. I've been doing more training, a lot more boxing. I actually enjoy boxing a lot. It's just a good way to just release some of that stress. It's nice. It feels very nice. Very satisfying when you get a nice session in and you get some nice punches. So I'm kind of going a little bit away from like muscle building and just doing a little more training. I was doing jiu-jitsu for a while, and to me I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot, but I could just tell my passion wasn't there. My passion wasn't there. You know, when I'm passionate about something, I spend a lot of time, researching and looking into things and trying to get better than everyone. But I could tell it wasn't there for jiu-jitsu. It just wasn't there. I enjoyed it, but that passion wasn't there. So, but for boxing, I'm a little more passionate about it. So. He says, I feel so bad hitting someone. I would too, but if you have to, you would want to be able to do it. This what Jordan Peterson says, like, I forget how he quoted it, but basically, what is it? It's something along the lines of you need to be fierce. Like, you need to be fierce. But like a passive person is just is really dangerous, actually, because they're passive. They can't protect you when they need to. But a person who is humble but also capable, that's what you need to be. Right? A humble person is a person who could knock you out, but they don't, basically. But if they have to, if things went down, you had to protect yourself. You're capable of it. And I think that's what every man should be in that situation. Every man should be like that. I guess some moms too, yeah. I think women, the greatest equal right is the Second Amendment for women. Just undoubtedly, men are en masse stronger than women, and if they wanted to, if in a different society, without the laws that we have, men could really take advantage of women. But the Second Amendment is the greatest women's right. It's the greatest equal right for women. So if you're a woman, I would say, hey, get your concealed carry, learn how to shoot a gun, and you almost just virtually, like, the playing field is basically even. It's even. Oh, you're talking about like sparring and stuff? Yeah. Did I click into PW's page? I mean, I don't know. Does he talk about the Second Amendment? I don't know. I just believe in the Constitution. What can I say? Yeah, this trap was sus. This traps. Like I mentioned, 240 SMA was blocking you here, and you're too far away from the 20 MA. And essentially, you wanted this setup. You wanted this setup right here. That's where you wanted it, but we didn't get it, unfortunately. So the setup happens a little too far away. You wanted it here, closer to 20 MA. That's where you wanted it. That's what I was waiting for, but it never happened. Now, I will say that that's the one thing we have in common. PW and I. We believe in the Constitution. Alright, Pandas. Hey, great stream. I hope you guys had a great time here. Up 500. It was just this trade here coming off the 20 MA, higher low, second entry long, failed trap, coming after the spike in channel and the first break of the spike. Basically, second entry long off of that as well. And getting a nice push up. So that was our trade. That was our setup. Coming off of support as well, off the monthly Big Mama. And, maybe if it comes back down here, it might be a good trade to take now after this has reversed and kind of like had a pullback. The second attempt for Big Mama might be better here. But Pandas, with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll be funded tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be it's going to be a different feel tomorrow. I'm going to tell you that much. But Pandas, thanks for joining, and I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys take advantage of BBM80 while it still lasts, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. As always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.